Alright, this is 45 minutes long. It's called Tiny Robots. It came out in 2008. Alright, quick.
Tiny robots. Far, far in the distant future, there exists a planet Earth devoid of the human race. The human race is replaced by a race of robots, machines, and automatons.
Got
Like
it.
the humans before them, these robotic hordes work and worry, hustle and bustle, toil and slave, abiding by rules and regulations many of them do not understand. Unlike humans, these robots have no need for food. Instead, each robot stops at a recharging station where they receive a new dose of life-giving energy. Ah, energy. Without this,
Hot
the new
energy.
society could not survive. For the robots, it was the most important resource in the world. For you see, everyone and everything was battery-operated. In the capital city, there existed two enormous factories. One, a solar generating plant, which harnessed necessary solar fuel from the sun, and the other,
True, Sean.
the robo-manufacturing plant, where new robots were assembled.
As he should.
This
Oh
sprawling
boy.
capital is where our story takes place. Its name? New Iron City. It is here where the hero of our tale lives and works.
Ratatouille, I've seen that one. It's one of the first ones I saw.
Meet Trank. Although a robot
Trank?
like all the others, Trank is in fact quite different. You see, unlike his friends, Trank is not factory-made. Our hero was created by a human. Trank works with his pals
That does sound
at
like
the
a
solar
slur, yeah.
generating plant and is in charge of solar cell upkeep and maintenance. Trank does not realize it yet, but something is about to happen that will change the life of his family and friends forever.
Narrator's crazy, bro.
Attention all workers. Stop all activities at once. The leader is about to make an important announcement. I repeat, attention all workers. Stop all activities at once. The leader is about to make an important announcement.
The leader's pretty obscure. Is that a Pokeball? Whoa!
Good morning, all workers of
Look at this
New
dude.
Iron City. It is with great pleasure that I make the following announcement. As you are aware, the workers of our city have long provided much of the energy for the new world. While the system has worked for many eons, the time has come for us to create a new kind of system. One that provides a better way of life where no one does without. And there's more freedom for our citizens.
Who was he in
After
Shadow
much
Hedgehog, Shed?
scientific investigation, your leader has discovered a most perfect solution. An abundant amount of precious organic fuel has
Decker?
recently
Huh.
been unearthed by government
Whoa.
scientists that will be distributed generously from an undisclosed location so that you may enjoy more leisure and a better quality of life.
Cool.
I think this really means there'll be no more work for anyone.
And that's not all. I don't like the idea of having to be dependent on the leader for everything.
This is a brand new era, and to help you all celebrate your newfound freedom, we shall update your operating systems using our new government-sponsored method.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, you guys. I've got a really bad feeling inside about all this stuff.
But Trank, think of all the freedom we'll have. The leader said it's a new era. He wouldn't steer us wrong, would he?
How do we provide for ourselves if we don't work?
Oh, never mind about that. I'm sure the leader will provide for that.
They got wiped.
Attention all workers. Attention all workers. Please disperse at once.
They've been zombified.
Hey, Trank! You're home mighty early today, aren't you?
I'm not working at the factory anymore. I need to find something else to do with my life.
Not working at the factory? Took my advice, eh? Always said it was a dead-end job.
That's not it. They're closing the solar plant. None of us are working there anymore.
What about our city's energy supply? Don't tell me we're going back to oil and electricity.
No, there's
I
some new
doubt it, Sean.
organic energy source that'll supply
We
the
should
fuel
make
for
our
the
own,
whole
Jumbo.
city without the need for factories.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know.
Who's it? What now? What kind of bunk are they giving us? And I'd like to know what kind of energy could be more organic than solar power.
I don't know, Grandpa. I think it's kind of strange, too. They say it's coming
Sure,
to us
but-
from an undisclosed location.
What's that? I tell you, nothing good can come from a situation like this, my boy.
I agree.
I've seen it happen too often in the past. Thriving cities destroyed by greed, selfishness, and trickery.
Destroyed, huh?
That's right. Great, powerful cities that were once self-sufficient began to depend on energy from others, and when it ran out, the dark years arrived. Thousands of robots without jobs. Whose idea was this, anyhow?
The leader, of course. He made the announcement this afternoon.
I might have known it was him. And did
Well,
no
yeah.
one question this ridiculous proclamation?
No one. But it was weird, Grandpa. At first, my friends were sad about losing their jobs, but as soon as the leader spoke, it was like they didn't care so much anymore. I don't know, Grandpa. It was really kind of weird.
Our fearless leader is planning something no good. I never trusted that little blue robot. Once, when I was a young robot, I was employed at the manufacturing plant as an assistant. One day, he shocked everyone by overthrowing the plant management.
How?
Have I ever told you that story, my boy?
Lots of times, Grandpa. Lots of times.
Trank, my boy, our leader is not to be trusted. He's a greedy machine, and you can be sure it's all his idea.
I'll see what I can find out, Gramps. But first, I gotta find myself a job, and quick. Maybe the manufacturing plant's hiring.
That two-bit robot factory's no place for a bright boy like you, son.
But where else can I go?
You ought to take this time and go find your maker.
Come on, Grandpa, not that again.
Trank, I told
Jason
you before.
Griffin's this?
You're
Who was he?
special. You're custom built, not like all those
Is he the
industrial
leader?
models.
Oh, yeah, I know. How could I possibly forget how special I am with all the other guys making fun of my special overdeveloped helix?
Or is he this
You
guy?
were built by a real person, son. A real human.
Actually,
Maybe that's
he
why
kinda
you
sounds
acted
like Sonic
differently
now that I
when the
think about
leader
it.
spoke. Maybe your human has some answers.
Maybe so. Like, for instance, why I don't have a normal helix like
Is this
everybody
him?
else I know.
There ain't nothing wrong with your helix. The only
Trank,
reason
yeah, that's
it's
him.
Developed is because it can do more. That's all. Imagine you can fly over just about any terrain there is. All those other kids can only hover above.
how'd they get
metal.
Jason Griffin
I don't
for
see
this?
why that's such a big deal. Well, I've had enough conversation for one night, Grandpa. I'm gonna go recharge. See you in the morning, Gramps.
Good night, son.
Chili dogs.
Sweet dreams.
I can't take this. Well, I couldn't take it seriously to begin with, but now that he's fucking, I know he's Sonic. That's crazy. I thought he sounded too good for this. I was about to say the voice acting in this ain't bad.
Grandpa?
Like kill Grandpa?
Grandpa, you wouldn't believe the dream I just had. I dreamt I was stuck in a big, disgusting puddle of oil, and no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get out. Ugh.
They killed Grandpa, bro. Oh God, they took him. They had his nudes. They must have. Wally on crack? Yes. With the Sonic the Hedgehog voice actor, well, one of them. Oh shit, Blue Boys.
Huh?
Oh,
Hold on, that's not a production model.
Come on, let's get him.
Gotta go fast. Rolling the speed of sound, coolest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation. As Sonic and Dr. Robotnik 1, facts. We make our own lore around here. Turn to the left, you nerd.
Man-made models, you can't track them.
Yeah, well, man-made or not, the leader wants this kid caught. So let's find this tin can.
Is that
Pronto.
Vector?
Something tells me I need to get out of New Iron City and fast.
New Iron City sounds like name of Fallout City. Don't you care about your grandpa? Who they probably killed?
So what are we supposed to do now? That was the last bus out of the city.
That kid's way too smart to take a bus out of here.
I guess you're right. These man-made models sure are unpredictable. Come on.
Which pixel are you guys? This film and Robotnik. This film's is voiced by the Sonic team. What the hell? Sonic team owe this guy a favor or something? Oh,
There he is!
how the hell did he do that? Put some extra charge into his fan.
He won't get very far.
What? Brother, it's 2 feet.
Better give yourself up. This is the end of the road for you, kid.
Yeah, no metal out there. Just miles and miles of desert.
Thanks for the geology lesson, but unfortunately, I got places to go. Woohoo!
Huh?
Get back over here.
Yeah, the gate was
You're
higher.
breaking the law.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh.
So
And
he.
so
Okay,
began
whatever.
Trank's exciting adventure. He begins by escaping New Iron City by flying above the vast Amazon desert.
Are Sonic
the
games animation not better than
greatest
this?
desert in the New World.
That's true.
Trank flew for
Sonic
hours over
Heroes.
miles and miles of desert sand, enjoying a freedom he had never known before. But soon he began to tire. He had never traveled so far from home. In the deepening desert twilight, Trank collapsed upon the cool desert floor
He's fucking dead.
and
That's it.
slept soundly
Movie
atop
over.
the shadowy sand.
What's that on his back? Oh no. It's a... Oh god, he's getting yoinked.
You know, Nev, sometimes I find it hard to believe just how many folks get rid of perfectly good junk these days.
You know, I guess they just don't know a good thing when they see it.
All the better for us, don't you think?
Oh, pardon me, but where am I? I must have fallen asleep. Who are you guys?
Well, that was an overreaction. They're dead. Oh.
My name is Trank. Don't worry. I have no intention of hurting you.
Our mistake, we somehow thought you were scrap metal.
Whoa.
The junk is alive! The junk is alive! Help! Somebody help! Ah! Danger! Danger!
Is that Richard
The
Ioati?
hysterics, Nev. This robot here is Trank.
Is it a robot like us, Tron?
Mind your manners, Nev. Of course he's a robot. What else would he be? Just a non-industrialized model, that's all.
Don't lose any sleep over it. I get that sort of thing all the time from robots.
So,
Chili dogs.
Trank, what are you doing in the desert?
Well, it's a long story. You see, I come from New Iron City, and up until yesterday, I was working at our solar generating plant.
And they closed the factory and told you that they would be using a new organic fuel, right?
Exactly what happened. But how did you know?
Because
worry,
long
everyone's
ago, the
racist
same
towards
thing
me.
happened in our city.
There was no work for anyone.
And with the government charging such high taxes for the new fuel, who could survive?
Many a good robot lost their home.
And so we trawl through the desert every day looking for junk to trade. But Trank, what are you looking for out here?
My grandpa's been bot-napped, so I'm looking for my builder. I'm hoping he can shed some light on a few things.
Wow!
Why not
you
look
mean
for your
you
grandpa?
actually know the person who put you together, Trank?
I never met him, but I hear he may be living in the electric forest.
Talk about your happy coincidence. We're on our way to the
So are there
recycling
humans
plant
in
on
this?
the other side of the forest.
We'd be more than happy to give you a lift if you'd like.
This desert is mighty big, kid.
Hey, that's great! Thanks, you guys!
One ride later. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, I sure hope this works.
Well, fellas, fellas? You got anything special for me today?
Nothing out of the ordinary, I'm afraid. Pretty much business as usual. You know how it is.
Same old junk, nothing special.
Have you encountered any non-industrialized robots lately?
Non-industrial what now?
Let me have a look in there.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
What do we have here?
We've never seen it before. It must have gotten in there by accident. Honest.
You know, this isn't too bad. I could use this for my grill. Score one for me.
Help yourself to anything you like.
You're clear. Goodbye.
Y'all got yoinked. Good thing he's blind as fuck.
That was close.
We better keep moving, Nev, just in case that guard decides to keep watching us. You stay here, Trank. We'll come back for you later.
What do you mean?
Well, will we see you next week as usual? You guys?
Yeah, sure. We'll see you then.
What, you just gonna leave him here?
No!
I think you got set up, Drink.
My nightmare, I can't believe it, it's coming true!
I think, yeah, they screwed you crazy style. No clue how you're gonna get out of this. Oh. What?
Hey! Hey!
Oh.
Sure was a close call, wasn't it?
They don't come any closer.
How did
I don't
you-
know how to thank you two?
Never mind that. We don't have much time. We better get out of here before they start wondering why that machine is off.
How did you even... Okay, you flew.
And so Trank
Whatever.
and his new friend set off to find his builder, located somewhere inside the electric forest.
What happened now? I'm not entirely sure.
Looks like we made it this far.
I don't get it. Why would your builder stay in a place like this?
Grandpa said this is where all the human builders lived.
Well, it's a nice place to visit, but I sure wouldn't want to live here.
I think I should go it alone from here. I wouldn't want you guys to get into trouble. Thanks for everything. Maybe we'll meet again someday.
No, we're going to stick with you now.
We are?
Yes, we certainly are. We know these Outlands much better than you. What if you were to lose your way?
Now, Tron, I think Trank made a very good point there. We don't want to get into any trouble, do we?
Don't worry about it. There's no reason for you to come.
Oh, yes, there certainly is. What's happening now in your city is the same terrible thing that happened in ours all those years ago.
Don't tell me not
If
to
you can
come.
find answers from your builder, then maybe those answers could help us to rebuild our home again.
Do you really think so, Tron?
I don't think, I know. We're going with Trank.
Well, if you put it that way, you got a deal.
Listen, Tron, I don't suppose telling you I'm a little creeped out by this place is going to change your mind. Okay, well, I just thought I'd throw that out there. No problem.
What are you anyway, a robot or a rodent? What could
Oh,
possibly
got him.
happen to us? Are we not made of steel? We simply laugh in the face of danger. You guys look like you've seen a ghost.
What the hell is...
Ghost? Something much worse.
Holy Hoover, what is that thing?
That's a siphonoid, a giant monster that devours energy from other robots. But everyone knows they've been absolutely extinct for many years.
Yeah?
He doesn't look very extinct to me.
Run! If the siphonoid catches you in those big claws of his, you're a goner for sure!
Good thing there's a set yellow path. Oh god. No, Trank. Oh, we got him. Oh. Follow the yellow brick road. No, not the homie. Oh! They killed him.
Oh, gee.
Trank nearly died. I think Tron's actually dead. This boss fight's crazy. Ooh.
Tron, are you okay?
I think he's been siphoned.
I knew this would be too dangerous.
That's what I said. Laugh in the face of danger. Now that fathead can't laugh at anything.
He's alright.
I heard that comment, and when I get recharged, the first thing I'm gonna do is put a dent right in your database.
Oh, got him.
Look, he's alive. He's
Barely.
gonna brain me. Woohoo!
Hey, can you walk, pal?
I think I can. I feel a little bit weak, but I guess I didn't get all of it or I wouldn't be here.
Glad he didn't take all of your
Good.
energy.
Let's not hang around.
He just
That
said
might
that.
Wake up again.
Don't have to tell me twice, but if I'm not mistaken, it looks like there's a path cleared through there.
Yeah, there's a convenient yellow brick road.
So do you think the stories are true? That this forest is actually haunted?
Come now, don't be ridiculous, Nev.
Finding
Those are old
Jesus and
legends,
Finding Jesus
superstitions,
too?
and
Holy
fairy tale
shit.
stories.
Superstitions or not, I'm getting way spooked.
Is it Jesus or
I've heard stories
Jesus?
about these things called electrons, that if you ever run into one, that's it, you're doomed.
Well, if I ever bump into an electron, I'll be sure to introduce him to you, Nev, old boy.
Nope, it'd be too late. You'd be doomed.
Oh,
Did you
shit.
hear that?
Heard it, heard it.
Everything I said before about superstitions, I'm taking back right now.
What do we do? What do we do? Why do
Die?
we have to come here anyway? What if that's an electron? We're all doomed. We're all doomed.
Something tells me electrons don't make noise with their legs.
Giants do.
My grandma told me that an old wizard lived in this forest and that he had control over all kinds of weird creatures.
Thanks, Nevy. That makes me feel a whole lot better.
Hey, what's that glowing thing up ahead?
Oh, God. What the fuck is
Oh,
that?
please, can't we go now? I don't want to stay here a minute
It's a
longer.
ghost.
I can't believe my eyes. What is that thing anyway?
They're
It's a
religious
real
propaganda
ghost.
movies for
Who
kids, got
dares
you.
to boldly trespass through the electric forest? Turn back and return to where you came from.
That seems reasonable to me.
We're not going anywhere.
Well, you see, we've come here to find someone.
No one but me lives here. Now leave the forest, or you will suffer the consequences.
Whoa, he's getting bigger.
I ran from soldiers. I crossed the desert. I almost got boiled in oil and I wrestled a monster. And I won't give up now.
You are a very stubborn creature. Leave while you have the chance.
I'm not going anywhere because I think you're my builder.
Excuse me, but did you just call me Builder?
I certainly did. Aren't you a human?
Oh,
Well then,
what?
if
Oh.
I'd known that, I would have done away with those shenanigans.
He's a
I knew
hologram.
You weren't a ghost.
Are you trying to mess us
It
up,
is Wizard of
mister?
Oz, yeah.
What's going on here?
Just a simple trick to scare away trespassers, that's all.
Who are
Oh,
you?
that's Eggman.
I'm the person you seek, Trank.
That's totally
It's
Eggman.
quite possible we are disturbing the night creatures. It's best that we go inside. Come with me. I think it's somewhere over
So Eggman
here.
invented Sonic in this
Now,
universe?
where
That's
could it
crazy.
Ah, yes, indeed. I see it now. There it is. I can't deny you're one of mine, all right. You are one of my first models. I always put a code on the neck.
I don't remember anything like that.
That's quite normal, my boy. A non-industrial model such as yourself will only store events after its second year of life activity.
This movie's
How many
crazy.
years have I been alive?
If memory serves me correctly, that'd be about 40 or so years.
40 years old? Wow, I could have sworn you were at least 100 years old. No offense, Trank.
What Nev meant was, Trank's parts look like they may be a bit older than that.
Trank himself was designed and built 40 years ago, but the parts used to construct him were much older, perhaps more than 1,000 years or so. At that time, there were no robots and only humans populated the Earth.
A planet without robots? Amazing!
That must have been wild.
Many beings resided on
Ignored.
the planet before robots, my little friend. You may be surprised to know that the human civilization is responsible for your being here.
But we robots have always been here. Everyone knows that.
In order for a non-organic race to be created, an organic race must first conceive of the idea. You were created in the image of another race, a race that came before you, a race that must have had sufficient intelligence to create what would come after.
What race?
I'm speaking about the human race, Trank. You know, like me.
You mean you're not a robot?
No, I'm afraid not.
You know, I thought he had a weird-looking head.
In fact, I'm one of the few human
And a
beings
neckbeard.
who still reside here on planet Earth.
But what happened to the rest of them?
Although they possessed a great intelligence, they were not intelligent enough to stop the foolhardy destruction of the planet they called home.
Boy, talk about dumb.
Nevi!
I know it must seem strange and bizarre to robots like you. But there came a time when human civilization had run its course and there was nothing anyone could do about it. The leaders led their people into costly, foolish battles. Resources were wasted. Nature rebelled. And human civilization was no more.
It's funny, but I feel like I've seen all this before.
Well, this guy did build you, didn't he?
No, I mean, I've seen all this in my dreams.
Yes. Every time I constructed a new robot, I'd program a bit of my story into its memory. Nothing too obvious, but perhaps a trace that would come through dreams or art. That's exactly the reason why it seems familiar to you. But those times are long gone now. Today, humans are hunted, and non-industrialized robots are no longer allowed to be built. Our stories are dead, and with them the hopes for the future.
No, Builder. I believe there's always
That got dark
hope.
real quick.
When I was a much younger man, Trank, I once believed that too.
Builder, you created me. I need you to help me, okay?
Well, if I were to help all of my creations, I'd have no time to sleep. I've built so many. Now my time is taken up with thinking, with remembering how things used to be.
You know what, Builder? I have a medal with that design.
So you have. I recall building you when I was employed at the New Iron City manufacturing plant. That was one of the greatest periods of my young life. I had been hired
How's
as a
this supposed to
product
help you find your
planner there.
grandpa?
Everything was fine until a young upstart robot wrestled all control from the management. Before I knew it,
my grandpa told me that.
I was made to leave the plant immediately, as well as my work.
Oh yeah,
I happened
C3PO is
to
on the
leave you
shelf. I see
behind
him.
with my assistant. That's the robot I believe you call Grandpa.
Sure,
Oh.
that's him. That's him.
Your grandpa never got
Oh, yeah,
along
there's
with that
R2.
man. He asked me to install a control block in his nerve center so that he could always strongly disagree with him.
That's Grandpa, all right. I just wish more robots would disagree.
That's true. I've noticed that every robot I talk to agrees with everything the leader tells them without question.
I don't. I say I do so my friends won't get
Hey,
mad.
how long has it been since you last changed your antennae?
Let's see. I'm thinking never.
We need to change them? No wonder I always feel a little out of it somehow.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Neither of you have been obeying the leader's commands because you both happen to have damaged antennae.
Is that the little cars
You're
up
not
there?
receiving any of the official
That poster?
communications.
Well, that's good to know. I was thinking I had pirated software or something bad like that.
You know, you're both very lucky. Because this leader has been exercising a not-so-subtle form
Same
of
studio?
mind
Oh,
control.
fuck.
That leader robot is a most evil and soulless creation, my little friends. His objective is to dominate the planet and transform every robot into his slave.
You know, my grandpa said exactly the same thing.
The one thing he does not control
Yeah,
is
there's
the vital
Pokeballs there,
energy
yeah.
source, which is the sun. We all use the sun, and therefore
Just
no
put some
one
weird
should be able
references
to
in there.
control
It'll be
it.
fine.
But if we're not careful, he'll find a way to control it.
But he already does control that builder. Why do you think the solar generating plant has been closed and deactivated?
Closed and deactivated. Then how is the city supposed to be able to generate its energy?
The leader is providing all of our energy for us from an undisclosed
There's
petroleum
a crossover
plant
in there, right?
somewhere.
But why would he switch from solar energy to petroleum? Completely ridiculous. Do all of the citizens agree with this farcical idea?
We've got to do something fast.
I'm afraid there's nothing we can do, little Trank.
Uh,
The world belongs to the powers that be. The leader has won.
Oh no! There must be some way we can stop him.
Yeah,
they have been
well,
yapping, yeah.
There might be. That is, if you're brave enough to fight.
Sure, anything to save Grandpa.
You can count on Nev and me.
He can?
There's a computer at the leader's castle that emits invisible control rays.
Invisible
If someone were able to
control
break in
rays?
and program a virus into it, the leader would lose control. Not even the guards would obey him.
That sounds easy enough, but we can't waste any time.
Yeah, I knew Vince Russo
40
was responsible
years
for
ago
this.
when I programmed you for the first time, I would encourage you to work quickly and courageously. But under the circumstances, I think it's best for you to wait until morning. At least until you've had some time to recharge.
That's fair.
I've installed a new GPS application inside each of you. You'll automatically
You've
know
been
the
inside
best
us?
possible route. It's up to you now.
I don't know if I can go through with this.
Hey, Trank. Is the virus CD hidden safely on you?
Totally secure within me.
Well, then,
Pause.
this
How
is
long
it.
has this been going on?
You can delay no longer. The entire
We're more than
robot
halfway
world is
through?
counting on you.
Come on, Nev.
Only 14 minutes left.
I'm very happy I met you, Builder.
I'm glad to know you too. You reminded me of my youth.
Oh, I did?
Go on now, little Trank. Your friends are waiting for you.
Chili dogs.
And so our hero and his pals left the builder behind and traveled through the electric forest, bravely heading to the palace of the leader.
You know, Trank, your
That was quick,
grandfather sure
but
does
it's
sound
fine,
like he
true.
was a smart old guy.
You're right about that. He's taught me lots of cool stuff.
I never had the patience to sit down and learn things. I mean, downloading just seems so much more practical, know what I'm saying?
Oh, really, dear Nev? I never would have guessed that.
I just hope my grandpa's okay.
Your grandpa's fucking dead. See?
Leader, we have here the prisoner from New Iron City.
I might have known you were behind this, dictator.
Oh,
Come now. Why let such harsh words ruin our reunion, old friend? Oh,
Old friend, we both know you've never had any friends but money and power.
you know I can't argue with your impeccable logic, my good friend.
You think you're so smart. The citizens are going to rise up and revolt against you and your tyranny.
Oh, we'll control the rabble-rousers. You just leave all of that to us.
Yes, control. That's all you know how to do, isn't it?
Now that brings us to why we're here. You've been resistant to our regime for some time now.
Somebody's got to speak out against these fool ideas of yours.
But I'd rather you didn't, Grandpa. It tends to stir things up, don't you know? I think your brand of dissension really must be kept in check.
That dissension you speak of is the voice of reason.
Well, I for one have grown tired of that voice, and I will have it silenced, dear boy. Guards, take my friend to the reprogram platform. We shall see
don't
if we
treat
can
you like a
change your
friend.
mind
They
about
treat
your
you like a
revolutionary new policies.
You'll never get away with this.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. You see, my friends can
I was
be
gonna call him
very
Grandpa because he's
persuasive.
old. Meanwhile, in the Forest of Doom.
I think we're almost there. My sensors are perceiving a different kind of air up ahead.
It's probably the petroleum fuel being burned.
That's good. I thought maybe one of us was running on fumes or something.
That smell is getting stronger. There must be something up ahead.
Hey, look, guys, we're coming to the edge of the forest.
Come on!
And so, as their trek through the
That looks like
electric
Dark Souls
forest
3.
came to an end, Trank, Tron, and Nev found themselves looking upon the fortress of the leader.
Man, look at that! It is huge!
Yep, you could say that.
Why do you suppose there aren't any guards around?
That's because the leader
Why are you
figured
covered in
no one would make it
SpaghettiOs?
through the electric forest.
That place gives me a bad feeling.
We've come this far. What do you want to do? Turn back now?
No, I don't.
Huh?
Look! That must be the antenna the leader uses to control everyone.
Let's get going.
Did I go to robot voice filter for all of them? Yeah. They couldn't resist making him. They couldn't resist considering how obviously he sounded like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Who'd have thought getting up close would be so easy?
Yeah, I was expecting guards or maybe a fire-breathing monster. Anything but nothing.
Would you accept a siphonoid instead?
Another one.
Not him again!
That guy just doesn't quit, does he?
I get the feeling he's in a bad mood.
Is it the same one? You guys beat him the first time. Oh, he's dead. Just do what you did last time.
Aha!
What happened?
Down here, big guy! Follow me!
What are those, the pyramids of Giza? But dumb?
I did it!
Oh, he fell in. He fell into the pit.
Drake, quick, turn around!
Watch out!
Oh no!
Drake!
What do we do now?
Go home.
I must say, old man, your strength is most commendable for someone of your, shall we say, advanced years. But this program may test the limits of even your
Go home and never
resistance,
speak of this
as you
again,
shall
yeah.
see.
It won't work, I tell you.
Welcome to my
Your
sex
cheap
dungeon.
hypnosis is no match for an old codger like me.
I don't understand why you still insist on being so difficult. It is really beyond me. Now I am growing tired of being accommodating, old fellow. I am ordering you to cease resistance and obey your leader.
I will never obey you. Your threats have no effect. My unshakable strength comes from deep within my core programming.
Just kill him then.
Your dictatorship is about to end, Blue Robot. Your evil will not last long. Mark my words, the population will be coming for you soon.
Uh-oh.
Forgive me, O glorious leader. I exist only to serve. I will do as you ask.
I must say that's very kind of you. I shall hold you to that. I'm sure you will agree our new reprogramming system is working smashingly. The microchip method is a perfect way to transmit our control.
This guy's got an awesome voice, but the dialogue's so funny.
Should do it. Soon we shall have control of all of New Iron City and its foolhardy
Did they get the
citizens.
Sonic
We
Riders
shall
for this
crush
too?
all resistance. I shall be the leader of the entire world. And soon even the whole galaxy will bow down before me.
What do you rule right now? Just like Mexico, or?
World domination. I love it. It would be of great value to me, Doctor, if you could share your knowledge about international mind control. I am looking to transmit our messages.
Why does he know about
technology
international mind
so that they
control?
may be shared with the rest of the world.
I will tell you all that I know, leader.
Grandpa, no!
Deal with this trespasser immediately.
Oh shit. Oh god, he's skeeting on him. Alright, that works. Get skeeted on.
My name is Trank, my leader, and I am here to serve you.
No!
I'm beginning to enjoy the speed with which I can retrain these bozo bots.
How may I serve, glorious leader?
I should like to give you the distinct honor of witnessing the demonstration of the greatest mind control transmission of all. A transmission which will turn all citizens into slaves of the new regime.
I've been 14 minutes yet, not quite.
The last non-industrialized model in all of New Iron City, serving the whims of his soon-to-be destroyer.
How could you know
Life
that?
certainly is full of surprises, isn't it, my boy?
Uh-oh.
I got a flash for you, leader. I can't tell you how happy I am you said that because I just gave you a surprise you'll never forget.
What?
How dare you speak to your leader like that, you hunk of junk?
What did you do?
You're finished, Joker, and so's your regime.
What'd you do? System overload? How?
Something's happening. What if Trank's hurt?
I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Trank's okay. He must have gotten into the control center somehow and blew out that transmission antenna. Good old Trank. That dumb leader's no match for our robot friend. Let's go help him.
All right, I'm coming. Wait up for me, will ya?
Trank already came. Is that it?
Oh. Trank, what happened, my boy? Why are we inside the leader's fortress?
Aw, this creep's no leader anymore, Grandpa. Not after today.
What are you waiting for? Finish him! Don't just hover there. Do as I say.
Why should we take any orders from you?
Don't forget I am your leader. I will not tolerate your defiance.
It's a coup, Grandpa.
Leader? I don't think so.
How dare you? I command that you take them to the dungeon immediately.
Dungeon, huh?
The sex dungeon.
Not a bad idea.
Everything's too quiet. What could possibly be happening?
Oh.
No! 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 I am your leader! You can't do this to me! No!
This robot's audio loop is stuck.
Maybe he should be reprogrammed.
Oh, no.
Calm him down.
We did it, Grandpa.
No,
How,
Trank.
though?
You did it all by yourself. You saved the world, my boy.
There's got to be some way inside that door.
Oh.
Give it up, Tron. It's hopeless. Trank's under the leader's power now anyway.
No.
Hey!
I know karate.
Tell the truth, did you guys miss me?
Oh, it's you, Trank! I just knew you'd come back.
That was a
and you
Sonic
did.
line right there.
A little banged up, but okay.
Bro,
Great!
he's going full Sonic.
Who is,
Grandpa, this is Tron 2B and Nev 1. These robots helped me rescue you.
Thank you for helping my grandson.
There's no need to thank us. We just did what any friend would do.
Well, it's time we gotta move on. It's a whole day's journey to New Iron City.
You guys still have the car? So is Trank the leader now, or what? At or later, Lesson Society will fall into chaos.
How you holding up there, Grandpa Trank?
I feel good knowing New Iron City will be back to normal, Nev 1.
Me too, Grandpa. Me too.
It'll take a lot of work after all the stuff the leader's done to
Didn't
it.
everybody leave?
There's a lot of stuff needs fixing.
Let's start with my wing here. That Siphonoid managed to do a bang-up job on it, don't you think?
Does this have a sequel?
When I get back, I want to stop at that alkaline diner. I could really use a recharge.
Is that the end? Alright, whatever. Yeah. We did it, boys! So the leader was Dan Green, who voices Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh? What the hell? And he was also Knuckles in Sonic X. And in this, he was Knuckles! How did they get the whole Sonic team for this? He also voiced Entei in Pokemon 3 the movie. And he was Mewtwo in 2020. The